Let's say that your atom-powered rocket ship is capable of traveling at 99 and 99,999,999 100 millionth% of the speed of light. Now, of course, this is very close to 186,284 miles a second. In view of the fact that Sirius is 9 light years from the Earth, it would take just a little over 18 years to make the round trip. Naturally, you'd plan to take a large supply of food, but all you'd need would be a sack lunch. Traveling at this speed, not only would your watch slow down by a factor of 70,000, but your heart, respiration, digestion, appetite, all would slow down in the same ratio. You could leave the Earth some morning right after breakfast. By the time you got to Sirius, you'd be ready for a sandwich. And when you got back to the Earth, you'd be just hungry enough for a good dinner. But then would come the surprise. You'd find that while you were only 1 day older physically, your children would all be grown up and through college, and all your friends would be 18 years older than when you left them just 12 hours ago by your watch. A concept such as this is almost impossible for the human mind to grasp. It's so far beyond our normal experience. Would you like to see with your own eyes 1,000,000 years into the past and see it in the present, as though it were right now? Well, you can. Tonight, take a little drive out into the country, away from the city lights. If the night is clear, and if your eyesight is good, you will be able to see in the constellation of Andromeda a faint, hazy object. It's called the Andromeda Nebula. It's actually another universe, another galactic system, over 1,000,000 light years out in space. While you're looking, remember this. The light reaching your eye tonight left that distant universe over 1,000,000 years ago, and it has been traveling like a wailing banshee through space ever since. You're looking more than 1,000,000 years into the past and seeing it as now. Where the nebula in Andromeda is, or how it looks right now, we can't know for sure. For all we know, it may not even exist. All we can know is how it looked over 1,000,000 years ago. Now, of course, it isn't necessary to go this far into space to encounter the same principle. Every day as you look up at the sun, you're looking 8¼ minutes into the past, for the sun is 8¼ light minutes away from the Earth. Also at night, when you look up at Antares, you're seeing 250 years ago, just as though it were right now. From time to time, the newspapers report the discovery of a nova, or a supernova, a star that bursts into flame like a giant hydrogen bomb. Any astronomer knows that what we see as now actually happened hundreds or even thousands of years ago. Now, all of this is illustration of the fact that time and space are linked together. But what does this have to do with morality? Well, in the world today, wherever man accepts the concept of a supreme being or a creator of the universe, there are at least 3 points of general agreement. First, that God is omnipotent. That is, he is all-powerful. Well, he'd have to be to create the universe. Then he is omniscient. That is, he is all-knowing. And he is omnipresent. That is, he is present or existent everywhere at once. Do you realize what this means? If time and space are inseparably linked together, then a God who is not limited in space cannot be limited by time. If to him every point in space is here, then every moment of time is now. Let's think for a moment about what this means. Let's say that you were not limited in space. If you were on the star Rigel looking back to the Earth, Joan of Arc would just now be rallying the people of France. On Betelgeuse, John Bunyan would be writing Pilgrim's Progress. And on the star Canopus, the gallant 600 would be charging half a league, half a league, half a league onward. And if you were on the Star Series, you could see what you were doing 9 years ago because you're still doing it. Gives you something to think about, doesn't it? You know, it's an important thing for us to recognize the possibility that every act, good or bad, lives on and on, that we are forever accountable for our actions. But responsibility is the stuff of which character is made. And accepting a full measure of responsibility is the highest challenge before any young person today.